And I'm so excited. Big 10 week is writing. I am so excited. Let's go. You know we is writing. Oh, let's go. Oh, let's go. Oh, let's go. Oh, let's go. Let's go. I'm Hey guys, welcome back to Talk with Ailani. Today's guest, we have Summer. Okay, welcome to Talk with Ailani. And how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling amazing. How about you?
I'm feeling great than always. Okay, so what did you do today? Explain to the audience.
Today, I just played some games with one of my friends because we were doing a challenge where we had to do no technology for the whole day, and it was crazy. So we just mainly played board games and things like that, talked and stuff like that.
Okay, that sounds fun, even though there's no technology.
Yeah.
Okay, so please introduce yourself to the audience and tell a little bit about you.
I am Amani Summer, but most of my friends call me Summer, and I am an actress, an author, a writer, producer, editor, and I am also a host on another podcast called This, That, or Whatever.
Okay, I think I've seen some of your clips. Okay, so tell us our lovely audience about your early childhood and growing up.
Well, my early childhood and growing up, I found my love for acting and dance. So my mom put me in a camp when I was about 5 to do acting. And the coach was like, I think it's really good. You should get her into acting. So that's when I started acting. And I also have been dancing since I was 2 because I love to dance. I'm always dancing.
I love dancing.
So that's what also I grew up doing dance, hip hop, jazz, tap. But the only one thing I do not like is ballet. Don't like ballet.
That's funny because when I was younger, even though I did it, I didn't really like ballet. I liked hip hop. But then when I got older, I started to like ballet a little bit since I tried it. And now I don't really take hip hop classes anymore. So it's pretty funny for me for being a person that didn't like ballet. So
yeah, I feel like I'm the opposite of you because when I was younger, I used to take ballet classes. But now that I'm older, I don't really like it anymore.
Yeah, because my preschool had a ballet class. And I didn't have no after school program. So I was like, you know what, let's just do it and see how it goes. And then I was younger, so I didn't even remember half of the stuff. So it was I wouldn't blame myself for not really liking it like that. So yeah. Well, what's your favorite memory from your childhood?
I think about that. Let's see. I don't know. Actually, childhood. What do you mean? From a younger age or a couple of years ago?
I would say younger age.
Younger age. I don't remember a lot of stuff, but I think from watching videos from when I was younger is when I used to put on shows around the house for my mom, and sometimes I would do it for my grandma and my grandpa. I think that was fun. I did puppet shows, and then I did dance shows and just different plays I would put on for my mom. So I think that's my favorite memory.
That is really cool. I would say something a little bit similar. My favorite memory was me and before I went to preschool, my grandpa used to take me, and before I always watched Mickey Mouse. I never missed an episode of Mickey Mouse before I went to preschool, and I to this day I would just remember Mickey Mouse saying, "Where's Toodles?" and I would literally be looking for him. And thinking about it now is embarrassing because he's literally right there. Look behind you. But back then I was just a baby, so it's okay. But yeah, those are some funny childhood memories. Okay, trick question. Who was your favorite parent growing up?
Probably my mom.
Yes, and why is that?
Because she's very nice to me and she does everything, so yeah.
I would say my mom too, because especially being an actor, she's always a backstage mom. And I remember my
Yeah.
first ever project was The Color Purple. She would like always be checking in, and the director was like, "We got it, we got it, we got it." And no, it's not even her. It's like all the moms, and it would be so funny. But like being on set is very fun. We get like snacks and all that stuff. So
Yes.
that's something that there's a lot of fun things that happen backstage of sets that audience don't even get to see or know.
Yeah, and the like bloopers where you forget your
Yes,
lines or anything
that's
like
funny.
that.
I love watching that. So
Yeah.
yeah, and sometimes you can relate to some movies. So I would say that. Okay, since we are on summer break, what are your goals for this summer, and what are you going to do for this summer?
My goals for the summer, I haven't really thought about them, but I think I want to work more on my acting and
Yeah.
swimming
Yo,
because I love to swim.
I know.
And since it's the summertime, I get to be in the pool, so I get to
Yeah.
work on my swimming more. And yeah, that's it. And for the summer, I'm probably gonna take at least one trip. I don't know where I'm going yet, but I'm definitely going to the water park.
Yes, I
Definitely.
love water parks. So yeah, I would say one of my goals is I would say at least because last year was kind of different because it was like I was going on a cruise and like that cruise we planned it like a year before, so I was just ready for July to hit because it's like a back to school kind of trip. So like now I kind of want to take another back to school trip because that cruise was like 7 days, like a week and some change. So I would say I want to take another back to school trip because it was so fun, and I just feel like just having fun a few more times until making your small little moments until you know it's back to reality is definitely fun, and getting to spend time with the people that you're going on the trip with and getting to some connections. And even if it's not like a big trip, like we have some fun things in Georgia, but we just don't like go there as much because like we live there. So like but like Great Wolf Lodge, even if something small, I just want to do something and get out the house and explore more. And like you said, not being on technology, and it sounds pretty fun because those are things I love. I love board games, so I would say that. Okay, what was the hardest challenge that you had to overcome, and why?
The hardest challenge I had to overcome. Let me think about it. I don't know, but just right off the top of my head, I was challenged to do like sad scenes in acting because I'm like a happy child. I don't want to do like
Yes.
sad scenes. So that was a challenge for me, but I had to overcome it because I had to keep working to it and doing like acting classes and working with acting coaches to finally get there so I can do like sad scenes and crying stuff like that. So that's just like the first thing that comes to my mind.
I would say the hardest thing that I had to overcome relating to acting would be I remember we had to do a showcase, and like that was around the time where my church did like little musical plays, and I had to stay there for almost 2 hours, and then going to my acting class, which is on Sundays, which is right after musical class, for another 2 hours. I would do
Wow.
acting for 4 hours straight. Was very hard because sometimes I would forget my stuff, and like my acting coach is the sweetest person, but like she's like pretty on you because she wants you like to remember. Because what if you go on set and like remember your script? Like they're gonna like be on you. So she always wants to teach us to be like responsibility, especially when it comes to acting. So it was like very hard, and the hardest thing that I had to overcome was remembering 5 page, not even five, like a bunch of pages of a big book to a whole nother script that I had to make. I had to make to perform in front of a bunch of agencies. Well, I used to do agencies, but now I do like to get into like films. So it was pretty hard, but I overcome it. I overcame it, and I I got cast for some stuff, so I'm excited.
That's
So
cool.
yeah. Okay, so referring back to acting, what is a big project that you want to do?
A big project that I want to do. I'm not sure yet, but like what exactly, like what, like the name and all of that. But I know I want to be a lead in a TV show. Like that's one of my ultimate goals. I want to be a lead in the TV show.
Yes. If I could be a lead in the TV show, I would want to relate to like something like that just comes up like stuck in the middle. How like she had like siblings and like she would like talk to herself. Like something about that show just hits different. Like I would like go so long without watching that when I watch it, I would go a month watching it and then I'll stop watching it. Like it just hits so different. And it's like she's talking to herself and she has her feelings. And that's like the type of role I want to be in. Like it's just so interesting. So I would definitely say that. Okay. Tell us two things that you're very good at that people may not know about you.
Well, one thing that people may not know about me that I've mentioned before is swimming. Because I haven't been doing it for a really long time. I did it last summer, but once the school year started back, I stopped doing it. So now that I'm doing it again, I'm trying to work on it because I want to do competitive swim.
Ooh, okay.
So that's one of the things that I'm good at. And also cooking. I love to cook. I love to bake. I'm always cooking in the kitchen, trying new recipes and things like that.
Okay, that is nice. I didn't even know that about you. I would say something that I do that people may not know about me is I feel like when it comes to like board games and just like games in general off technology, I would say I I love this game. I forgot the name, but it has to do with marbles. And in math class, we'll play it. I don't know how it's related to math, but it's basically like you have to get all the person's marbles. And I forgot what country they play it in. It's like something like Haiti. But like you have to get the marbles and try to get all of the person marbles.
I think I heard of that
Like
game.
I forget it until my math teacher has to remind me how to play it. But it's so fun. Like I love that game so much, and like it kind of gets tiring, but it never gets tiring. So I would say that's pretty fun. And I would like the next school year, I would love to play, even though it's gonna be my last time playing it in elementary school. But I would love to play it again. Okay. So who's your biggest inspiration and why?
My biggest inspiration it will probably be my mom because like she's always like she's not a quitter and she like keeps going through things and she also helps me too. So I feel like I get a lot of my inspiration from her.
Okay, I love that. I would say my biggest inspiration would be I got to hang out with her. I got to hang out with her, and recently, like since like the summer, and I would say my 1 year, well, few months. Well, she's my older cousin, but my older cousin Kendall, because she's like going to like middle school for the first time, and we're going to the same middle school even though she's like a year, but she's supposed to go to a different middle school that's like connected to her elementary school, and she's like very nervous because it's gonna be like a big change. Like she's not gonna be with all her friends, so like she's like my biggest inspiration because like she's always getting like all A's honor roll, and she's very smart. She's very, I would say competitive, but like when it comes to work, she's completely like focused and like she's locked in. Even though like sometimes when it's time to like do stuff, like she's like, ugh. But like, I remember we were like reading books like at this pool where like has break time, and we were like reading books together, and that's like a big memory because like that was like one time where I had to kind of be the older cousin because she was like reading and then like she would get distracted because like it's 18 and older can only swim at that time. So she would get distracted by like somebody going down the slide. And I'm like, Kendall, you gotta focus. I'm trying to go back in the pool when it comes. Because if we look up, we have to like stay extra time. So like Kendall, I'm not trying to have a longer time. So I have to like help her. But like, we help each other, and we've been with each other for a long time. So I would say that. Okay, if you had $100, how would you spend it?
If I had $100, like right now,
Yes.
I would probably save some of it because for like things coming up, and then I would take some of it and probably go to Walmart and get some things because I've been wanting to go to Walmart for a long time. So my mom's gonna take me one day, but I don't know when, to get some like toys and things like that.
Yes.
So I would do that, and then I would also save it for like things that I might need.
Yeah. I would say I would put $80 in my emergency account, like things like you said, like big things. And then something that I really want to get, like some more, like I want to have a collection of, is squishies.
Oh,
because
yeah.
they're super duper satisfying. And one thing about them, if you have like stress, you can just play with it and it gets like you're stressed out. And I even see my teachers using it. I'm like, what do we do to you that you need to use a squishy? Like, oh my god. But yeah, I want a squishy, but that's not all I want. I want to help out the people in need, if
Yeah.
if so, and then like just like mainly putting people before me because like
Yeah.
I have like I don't really act for much like this birthday I only want one thing, but like I feel like I have so much that like I just need to put people before me because not everybody has everything that I have. So yeah, and have all the opportunities. So
That's
I
what
would
I
say
usually do for Christmas and
mm-hmm.
sometimes once a month. Like
Yes.
instead of getting gifts, I ask people to donate to my toy drive. So
Uh-huh.
that's what I do to give to other kids that don't have like the
Yeah.
Christmas gifts and things like that. So that's what I usually do. And sometimes during the month, I'll give like to children's hospitals and homeless shelters and things like that.
I remember I was like younger and go buy some hair bows, but I went to a children's hospital. I still remember when I look at it, but I don't remember the name. But I feel like I remember we went there and I think we didn't we give some hair bows away. I don't know how I remember that. But I was like 5'4", and we give some hair bows away to like people that were diagnosed with like cancer and stuff like that. And just like to put smiles on people's faces because they don't really get to see the real world as much as we do. So I just wanted to put a smile on their faces. So I would say that. Okay, so I see you have an amazing book. Would you like to tell us a little bit about that book?
Yes, this is a book I wrote when I was 5, but it took a little bit longer to publish because we went through a couple of illustrators, so the illustrations took a long time. But it's just a book about friendship and communication skills and things like that because it's about me and my fish, and the fish does crazy things, and I tell the fish that he can't do those things, but later I realize that he can, and if he wants to try it, he can do it. So it's just a book to encourage kids to do things that they want to do and try new things.
Okay, so what is the main idea that you want kids to take away from this book?
To be yourself, own it, and don't let anyone tell you different from what you want to do and follow your dreams.
Okay, I love that message, and I hear that and say that a lot. Okay, so what brings you the most joy and happiness and why?
Probably just spend time with my family. Because like
Yes.
family comes first and it's just so relaxing and fun to just spend time with your family and see your different like my grandma, my mom, my grandpa, like just to spend time with them and do different things with them is amazing.
Okay, I love that. I would say yes, I love family, but if I had to pick, I would also actually pick acting too because like summer, like doing like the summer, I noticed that like I mostly get a lot of auditions in like the school time, which I need to come in the summertime because after school I'm like tired. I'm tired, like I need a break. But I really want it to come more in like the summertime. But I love acting and I love like putting like when we're putting puzzle pieces together, not only in like acting, but I love creating like short films because like we can literally be like the most like we could be having a conversation about so much random things, and I bring up y'all want to do a short film, and it always works out good. We always use teamwork, and my favorite ever project that we did in acting class, we made a short film, and like we had like different directors, and like there was stage crews and all that stuff, and it was very fun. So I would say acting a lot.
That's funny you mentioned that because I actually just recently created my short film. My first short film, I wrote it, directed it, and I acted in it. I was the actress in it. And thank you. This is my first time, and it got accepted into 3, maybe 4 film festivals. And I'm just super excited, and I'm ready to write another one and film another one.
That sounds fun. Okay, what is one thing you have to do every week that feels good or satisfying, and why?
Something I have to do every week. Wait, can you repeat that one more time?
What is something that you have to do every week that makes you feel good and satisfied, and why?
Something that I have to do every week. Ugh. It's a lot of things make me satisfied. Maybe like I guess one thing I have to do every week, well, mainly every day, is to take time out of my day to spend with God. And that makes me satisfied just to like pray, read my
Yes.
Bible, and read scriptures and things like that. So that's one thing I have to do every week, mainly every day though.
I would say something that I have to do every week. I would say talk. Yes, definitely talk to God, and then like also like every like morning and night, and like sometimes even the middle of the day. Every time like me and my mom leave the house, no matter what time of the day it is, we always pray, and then like before we go to bed, we pray. And another thing is I have to talk. I at least talk to my not even at least I talk to my family almost every single day. Like
Yes.
even because like I see them and like my mom, I live with her, but at least I have to talk to them and like catch them up what's going on. And one thing for sure, my grandma calls me every single day, even if she hasn't seen me. Like she'd be like, "Where's Lonnie? How is she doing? What does she eat?" And then if we be like, "I ate like fast food or something," she'll be like, "Oh, make sure you eat like real food," even though she's the main person who buys me fast food. So yeah. Okay. If you had to say keep your head up and keep on going to someone or a group of people, who would it be and why?
It would probably be more of my family and my friends to keep encouraging them. Like when I see them, like they want to give up, to keep encouraging them because I know they would do the same for me. So I wouldn't want them to quit on something if I know it's something they really want to do. So I would like to encourage them to keep going and keep their head up.
Okay, I love that. I would say keep your head up and keep on going. To I would say I would say keep your head up going, and because somebody in my family is also going through this, but going to third grade, because third grade was so hard. Because one thing, I had a bunch of older cousins. They were like, "You have milestones this year. You better be ready. You better know this.
Yeah.
You better know that." And when I got across, it wasn't even that bad. Like it was basically like I was taking the DA, which I took in the previous year. So like my cousin, I would say keep your head up. Milestone, it just wants to know everything you have learned, and that's like you need to just take your notes. Like even if like the teachers don't like take your notebook out, just take your notes. Like you never know, and they'll be watching you and putting you in. Like for me, I remember after test, not like I would like take my notes, and then I got like a high score, and then like after I would like read a book or I would go back to my notes, and they like noticed me, and I got like student of the month. I got student of the month, like the first ever student of the month, and yeah, there's a lot of things I got put in because of how like good of a leader I am. And then after that, I noticed people started doing the same thing. And at first, I was like, "Why y'all copying me?" But then I was like, "I'm actually being inspiration." So, yeah. So I would say keep your head up to people, upcoming third graders. So yeah. If you had to say no to one thing, what would it be and why?
If I had to say no to something, it would probably be like, I don't know actually. It might be a role like in acting, if it's a role that like I don't believe in or something that I don't want to do, like something that I don't feel comfortable with doing.
Yeah.
Probably saying no to that because I wouldn't want to do something that I don't feel comfortable with doing.
Yeah.
So
I would say that too. Something that I have to say no to would be I would say in the school year, I've been noticing that the breaks just get shorter and shorter each year, and I don't know what's the problem. Like this summer is going by so fast, and no, like I would say no, like make the breaks longer. Like we literally have 10 months of school and 2 months of summer. And think about it, I can even get a break. Like I can't go somewhere without reading, so I can even get a break. Like please make the breaks longer. So please, like I just like because like maybe you want to go on a trip and you can't even go on a long trip because you have to go back to school. And then I don't like this. I dislike this strongly because you will like be on like the best trip knowing that you're gonna go back and then wake up and you're literally about to have a quiz the next day. Like, I just don't like it at all. So please. So yeah. Okay. What do you want to be when you grow up?
When I grow up, I want to be a dance teacher. I want to have my own dance studio, and I want to have my own doggy daycare like facility, and I want to have like my own rooms for the dogs and things like that.
Yes.
And I also want to keep doing like making short films and feature films, being a director and casting director.
I feel like I have my phases of what I want to be when I grow up, but my main three things is a meteorologist, a nurse, or a director. So yeah, I would say that. And I picked meteorologist because when I was in like science class, which I'm not very into, like there was this one lesson that just hit different where it was like we got to learn about clouds, we got to learn about high pressure, the weather, like what would you wear, and like that type of weather. Which it sounds easy from what you're saying, but it was very interesting. And yeah, it was pretty fun.
I like the weather too. The only thing I used to want to be like a meteorologist. However, when I realized that I would have to like say about bad weather, I was like, I'm not going to be able to do that. Because when it's bad weather, I do not like it at all. Like tornadoes, thunder, and lightning, like those things.
You have to stay in them?
Well, no, I don't think you have to stay in them. But just saying, like, if you're telling somebody that like a tornado or a hurricane is coming, you have to be like, oh yeah, a hurricane is coming. Let's test the stuff and da 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 da. You can't be like, oh my gosh, there's a hurricane coming.
Yes.
That's how I would be. So I was like, I can't do that.
And then like on the weather app, they'll be like standing in the weather.
Yes.
And I'd be like, you should be home in like your basement or your shelter.
Exactly.
Like,
how are you telling other people to go there and you're not there? You're like, look at this house that just got ruined.
Exactly. Like, no. But yeah, I wouldn't want to be a meteorologist, but I'm strongly on a nurse and like a side job, like a director. So yeah. Okay, are you ready for the game?
Which game?
It's called One Thing Has to Go. Well, yeah. Something has to go.
Okay. How do you play it?
Okay, so basically, I'm either gonna give you 3 or 2, like things, and you gotta pick one thing that gotta go. So it's basically like Would You Rather, but like just some of them are 3 and some of them are 2.
Okay.
So if you were going to a big event, would you choose your hair to get done, to get your makeup done, or your nails done?
Probably not makeup because I don't wear makeup a lot. Yes. I just get a little bit when I'm going to like premieres and stuff. So not makeup, nails or hair. I would probably say hair because people will see your hair more than your nails, I believe. So I think I would choose hair. Definitely.
Yes, I picked hair because like for example, in like summer you have to have like not have to have, but it's better to have like braids because like you want to go swimming and like you don't have to have your hair out and getting it wet. So I feel like having like braids in, and then so I would pick hair and not makeup. Like I only like really wear makeup out like when I went to the red carpet for the llama thing, and I only put like blush on and lip gloss. Like that was it. I'm not a big makeup person. Unless it's like in the house and I'm just like trying stuff on. But and then nails, I barely get my nails done. I recently started wearing them but in the house, and so I could stop like biting my nose and stuff because I have a habit. So yeah, especially when I'm nervous, especially like being out there a lot. So yeah, I would say my hair. Okay, if you had to go on like a big trip, which family member are you bringing?
Only one.
Only one.
Only one. I honestly don't know because any trip I go on, I always take my mom and my grandma. My mom, because she's the driver. She takes us everywhere. But my grandma, because she's just so funny and she makes everything so fun. So, like, I would probably say My mom, because she's also the one that usually plans the trips and things like that. So I feel like my mom probably.
Okay, I would pick. Hmm. Uh. hmm. I feel like I picked everybody, but I haven't. I just had it. Oh, even though we're probably gonna need a parent, but I would pick my cousin Brielle because I feel bad for her because she lives in New Jersey and like she can't like move here because like school wise and just other reasons, and she misses out because all my cousins, like mostly all my cousins that she knows, they all live here, and like she's like the only person in Jersey, like family member wise, and she's like when we call her, like we're all together, and she kind of like feels like left out, and like she's like 6, so like most of like since like she grew up, she comes for like summer and stuff, but when she like grew up, it was just like her, and she doesn't really get to see us a lot, and I feel bad because I don't even get to spend time with her, and I feel like we argue sometimes. Like our moms are sisters, and they argue a lot. And when they were younger, and like we kind of argue a lot, but most of the times we get along. And I kind of want to go on more trips with her because I just want to show her that there's cousins who care about her, and there's somebody that she can always come to when she needs help, and someone she can talk to. And I did have her number, and something happened to my WhatsApp. Okay, so I need to fix that. But yeah, I would just love to talk to her and get to know her a little bit more. So yeah. Do you have any questions for me?
Let's see. What do you like to do, like mainly? Like out of all the things you do, what's your most favorite activity to do?
My favorite activity to do. Oh, okay. So I did do swimming when I was growing up, and then I stopped by like 6. Dancing I still do. Acting. I would say my favorite. Like all you make friends and all you do almost the same thing. I would just say dancing because I've been doing dancing since I was in like preschool. So I'll pick dancing because I feel like I've actually made the most friends out of dancing. Like half of my, if it's not for school and like acting, all that stuff, like I made the most friends in acting. And I remember, I mean, dancing. And I remember like I got moved up to higher class because I was like, I improved. And I had a big friend group, and like we had like a big friend group of dancing. And me and my friend Fair, we had to leave them because we got moved up. And I was so sad. Like, I was like, and there was like this one girl I was really close to, Reagan. No, and Julieta. Reagan and Julieta, and we were very close. And I literally had to leave them, so it was pretty sad. But we still see each other at like recital and stuff. So yeah, I would say that. How? What about you?
My favorite activity, I'd probably say dancing too, because I'm always dancing around the house. Like I can't stop dancing, even if I don't hear music. I'm just like dancing
Yes.
to the music in my own head. I'm just like doing
Yes.
stuff, and yeah, that would be my favorite activity. But second favorite would definitely be acting. 'Cause I
Yes.
love acting.
Yeah, and the most thing about it is when you make friends, you get like to have more memories, and then on set, it's like you're like familiar with each other, so it's not like it's awkward on set. Like your lines are awkward; it could come out like naturally because like that's your new friend. So, yeah, I would say that. Any more questions?
One more question.
Okay.
What's your, if you could only eat one thing every day, what would it be?
Seafood.
Seafood?
Seafood because, like, I just love seafood, and I haven't had it in a long time. Well, now I'm getting hungry, but I haven't had seafood in so long. So, a seafood sounds good. What about you?
I would probably choose pasta. I love pasta.
Yeah.
But it's a tie between pasta and tacos because I'm also a taco person. I love tacos. I'll eat tacos every day and I'll eat pasta every day. But if I had to choose one, I have to go with pasta because there's so many more combinations you could do with pasta than tacos.
What's your favorite?
So, Favorite pasta? Probably, I don't know. I can't choose one.
I know. I would
like-
pick shrimp pasta, or like Alfredo. Yeah, like the cream.
I've never tried shrimp before.
Really, it's pretty good. I just like the tiny little. I don't like the big like shrimp. Like yeah, and so yeah. Do you have any message for our lovely audience?
Yes, I just want to say, keep going, be yourself, and own it. Follow your dreams, and that's it.
Okay, guys. Oh yeah, where can our lovely guests follow you and get your amazing, it's inspirational book?
So my Instagram is AmaniSummer_, and then I have 2 YouTubes. The one for my book is Storytime with Summer, and my other YouTube is Summer's World. And you can buy my book on Amazon or on my website, AmaniSummer.com.
Oh, and congratulations! I also saw that you won 2 awards for your short film.
Thank you. Yes, I was so excited because that was my first short film and I won
Yes.
2 awards. I was so surprised and I was so excited.
I'm so happy for you. You're doing your thing, and do not let nobody bring you down, and continue to do your thing. And if anybody has anything negative to say, they just want to tell you in different words that keep on going. You're doing the right thing.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, guys, you heard the business lady herself. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment, and stay Ailani Bloomsy. That's it for Talk with Ailani today. Bye.
Bye.